Hey friends, this is Renee from Little Village Homestead, and today we're going to can stewed tomatoes. Be right back. I am back, and as you can see, I got my little pan boiling, my pan of water boiling, so I can blanch my tomatoes. So I'm going to just drop them in here, and they're going to blanch for just a couple minutes till the skins start peeling off in them. And then I'm going to plunge them in cold water, and I will be back and show you that little step. Okay, so now they've been in there for a couple minutes, and I just plunge them in nice cold water. And I didn't show you, but when I do this, I put a little slit in the bottom of the tomato. I don't think everybody does, but I always do. It just starts peeling good from there, and it's easy to peel. So, there we have that. Now, let me get the rest of these done. That's all I do. I leave them in there to get cool. It stops the cooking. And I'm going to get the rest of them done, and I'll be back. Now that I've got some cooled and in my sink and ready to go, I'm going to show you just how easy these are to peel. These are nice. Nice. Okay, we'll start with this one. I just take it and look. It just peels right off. Sometimes you can just take them with your hand and just pull the skin off. I peel it off that way. And then this hard little piece, I just cut. I cut through that. Leave that. And then I very nicely cut out this little core, and then I just drop her in my bucket, because then I just squash them up with my hands. And I don't use any emulsion blender. I like some chunks in there, so I just smush them up with my hands. Works out pretty good. So I got butterfingers. So that's all you do. That's that easy to peel. And then I take this bad part off up here, and I cut out that little bit of core, just like so. Put her in my bucket. So I'm going to get working on these, and I'm going to get all these done, and it's that simple, and I will be back. Okay friends, I am back. I've got my tomatoes all blanched and skinned and crushed up and mixed up with my I've got garlic and onions and celery in here. And that is all I've got in there. So, I've got them all done. They are ready to cook. They've got to cook for about 10 minutes. Once they get to a good boiling, then I'm going to turn them down a little bit and just let them cook for about 10 minutes. And then I'm going to, while that's going, I'm going to get my jars ready and get them all hot and sterilized, and then I will be back and show you the next step. So, don't those look nice? And you know what I forgot to tell you? I don't remember if I told you or not. I just crush them up with my hands. I don't cut them up or anything. I just skin them, take the cores out, and then I just kind of give them a good crush. And mix them all up, and they will be good. Alright, so let's let that cook. You got to stir that a little bit so it don't burn on the bottom. And then we'll let that cook for about 10 minutes once it reaches a good boil, and I'll be back. Okay friends, I'm back, and this is cooking pretty good. So I'm going to set my timer, and I'm going to let it go for about 10 minutes. And look at that, it looks gorgeous. All that celery and onions and garlic in there. Okay, anyway, I just leave my spoon sitting right there, and I'm going to let this go for 10 minutes. Actually, I'm going to set my timer right now. There, set for 10 minutes. My jars are ready. They're in the oven, heated at 275. My rings and lids are in some hot water, although I don't boil them because they don't recommend that anymore. So, we are all ready. As soon as it's done cooking at 10 minutes, we'll be back, and I'll show you the next step. Okay friends, I am back. And I am ready to fill my jars. So I'm going to show you how I do this with a little assembly line. First, my jars are just hot right out of the oven. They are screaming hot. I'm going to put a teaspoon of salt in each one. Now I don't put lemon juice in, you know, because I got celery and onions in here, so I need to pressure cook them. So I don't need the extra acid in there. So, okay, what I do is I just take my measuring cup, 2-cup measuring cup, because it's easy to dip it out. I've got my sink lined with a little cloth, and I'm going to fill these about a 1/2 inch from the top, 1/2 inch head space. And I'll do a couple of these and show you, and then I'll break and get the rest of them done. So, that is going to be ready for the canner. Okay, so now that I got those filled, this is very, very hot too. Make sure you wipe your lids. Now this rag I've got is soaked with a little vinegar. And it just cleans your rims real nice. None of my rims are cracked. And everything looks good on them. Alright, so now I just take this. My lids and rings have been in hot, hot water. And this, my friends, is very, very hot. Okay, there's one. And you just want to do it finger tight. You don't want it too tight. Well, get in there. Okay, there we go. I remember just finger tight. There we go. Finger tight. And there are the jars all ready for the canner. So I'm going to get them in the canner and get the rest of them filled, and I will be back for the next step. Okay friends, hey, I come back real quick to show you something, and I'm sure you may have already been told this or not, but you know, I always tell you when you clean off your rims, it's a good time to inspect your, you know, make sure there's no cracks or anything. Well, I just filled this jar here. It is literally screaming hot, but I don't know if you can see that or not. I have got right here, I have got a cracked rim. It's chipped. That will never seal. Never. So, well, if it does, you'd be lucky. But can you see that? So I'm going to have to take this jar and put it into a, you know, another jar. I don't throw the jar out because I use them for my dried stuff or my spices or whatever. So I never really throw them out. I repurpose them. But that's it. So let me get these done and I will be back. I just wanted to show you that little tidbit of tip. Friends, I am back and I got my jars in the canner, the burner's on, and I've got 2 quarts of water in there and a splash of my vinegar so my jars don't get cloudy. And then I am just going to take and put my lid on. And my canner is an old booger. There we go. Sometimes it's hard to get on there. Just because it's old, it's like from 1972. Anyway, so with that I'm going to let this get nice and hot. And when my vent, right here, starts spewing and steaming, I'm going to let it steam for a good 10 minutes so everything inside gets good and hot. And then I'm going to put my gauge on there. And when that point comes, I will be back and I'll show you. Okay friends, I am back. And this is spewing and has been for 10 minutes now. Ouch, I just burnt my hand on that. Ooh, don't touch that. Anyway, I have got my jiggler and I'm going to set that on there at 10 pounds of pressure. And now it's going to go and I'm going to leave it go until it jiggles, and then I'm going to set my timer for 25 minutes. So, we'll be back when it's done. Okay friends, I am back. My tomatoes are done, and I'm going to take them out of the canner. So, there's one. Let's get you a little closer here. There's another one. These turned out really nice. I don't think I had enough vinegar in my water because it's just a little bit cloudy. I didn't have a whole lot left. there we go. Those are nice. So there you are. That easy. And I got the rest of them to do. I got about another 6 jars to put in there and we'll be all done. And that's the end of my tomatoes. And by the way, that half bushel of tomatoes I got for $5. So that was a good buy. So there you have it, friends. Easy peasy way to do stewed tomatoes. Thanks for watching.